when the sun first comes up, everything feels full of hope. The garden is green, the leaves are standing tall, and every plant seems to be reaching for the morning sun. But as the day goes on, everything changes. The temperature climbs up past 40 degrees. The leaves begin to droop, and suddenly the whole garden looks like it's trying to survive until sunset. And to be honest, that's exactly how we feel too. We're now well into another heat wave, and every day seems hotter than the last. Motivation almost disappears as quickly as the moisture in our soil. But there's still work to be done on our farm. So while Luke heads to the house to make the most of the cooler morning weather, I do everything I can to help the garden survive. Not thrive, survive another scorching day. Let's see how we get on.
Alrighty, we got a fresh delivery of sand, 4 cubic meters, and it's a few days short of 2 months since our last delivery. So I made 4 cubes of sand into mortar and used it all in just under 2 months. It's quite a lot, I think. Imagine all this with a bunch of cement and lime and water. It's a lot of mortar. I think AI said it's around 3 cubic meters, because obviously the cement and water fills in all the gaps between the sand. But yeah, that's quite a lot of mortar. Right, I've only got 3 to fill today, because I only worked for a little bit yesterday. I love the smell of fresh sand. No leaves in it. Right. Okay, Chuckies, don't turn this into a poo-poo palace too soon. You too, Timmy. Got more shade today, this morning. Today, I'm going to be joining up to this wall. So this wall has been here God knows how long. And when we bought it, we had dropped all the clay bricks that joined up to it, and on top of it we had missed some around the windows, as you can see there, and there's some here I'd want to break off, these. So it's the last bit, as you can see the line here, and then I can lift it up another 20 centimeters of this long wall from the corner. It's looking pretty good. So today I think I'm gonna break this off, obviously, loosen this one that goes right across, and flip it so it ties into this wall as soon as I can, because the one below it is pretty much, it's a big stone, I think. Yes, it's a really big stone, so I'm not going to touch that. So next one I can move it, I'll tie it into this wall with 2 of them like that. And then from here, I can make my way back at this height to the corner again. And then I can put up my next cornerstone. I was going to do always the lowest wall, I've been doing anyway. So back there obviously is lower now. But once the scaffolding is here, I thought I might as well just go back and forth like this. Get to the height I need. I will need to get the laser out to get all the heights perfect now, because I've been guesstimating certain things for now. Now I think there's some walls are as high as the windowsill, so I definitely have to measure with the laser all over at night, so it's nice and clear, no mistakes, and just get all my levels on, because this wall is a meter away from being ready pretty much. So this will have another meter on top of it, and the old wall over here will have another meter, yeah. Oh, it looks like there's a wasp's nest there. It's good I'm talking. I'll be careful when I'm destroying their home. Right, I'm going to continue over here. Yeah. 14. 36 by 14. At least 40. Oh, bless up. Hey. I hope there's no wasps. Pretty sure there is. Get ready to run. Oh, they're not happy. I don't know if I got stung or not. Oh, they're in the one I left, the last one. I'm not quite sure if I got stung. In my eye, I saw one coming right to my eye, but I don't think it got me. Let's try and knock it down. Look at them. They ain't happy. Let's have a break.
Don't let this beautiful sky fool you. It's going to be about 41 degrees today. We finally got the chickens out of the garden, and now I'm planting some new things. Now I can plant seeds again, and I did find these in the boat Luke made. I had made it into a little garden, and I totally forgot to water them for about 2 weeks now, and look, they still look okay. They don't look great, but it's crazy we've been having such a heat wave and they're still alive. I totally forgot about them. The only thing that reminded me was the chickens when they digging them up. And I can plant radishes again. Every time I planted seeds, the babies were just digging them up or eating them. I don't know what they were doing with them, but I wasn't having much luck last couple of weeks. And now I'll show you why they're not here. And I was a bit upset about this because I planted a lot here. I had some tomatoes, I had some more spinach, I had some, I think, radishes here. But the babies favoured this garden first and they dug everything up for me. So I wasn't very happy with them. We had to get them out of here before they totally ruined it. The last straw was two days ago now when I went out. It was really hot. And we stayed in the AC, and then I came out and I found that they had destroyed the garden. And when I had a closer look, all the plants had hardly anything around them, and most of the roots were exposed. So all this hard work that I was doing in the garden, the chickens were destroying. I'm really, amazed by this. Chuckies, I'm coming in, okay? This is a project Luke did yesterday and I helped a little bit, of course. And our baby chickens are in here. Let me show you. Let me give you the grand tour of the place. This was where we used to store a few of Luke's tools and fishing stuff and strimmer stuff. and now we're sorting it out. But one half became a coop, and it was surprisingly really easy to turn it into a coop. I prefer to the other coop actually. And they are not going to come out for now. They're just going to stay in here. It's a big space for 15 chickens. They've got their water, they've got their food. They're not super happy with it, but of course they've been wrecking the garden the whole day, so obviously they're not going to prefer this to what they're used to. But this is a much better option for my sanity. And then once they've been here a few maybe days or a week and they're used to it, I might let them out and see if they go with the other chickens. And if they do, I will let them out for a few hours a day. If they go back into the garden, I will put them back in here. I love it. And now we do have a lot of chickens. So sometimes when they all have babies, it's a problem to try and separate them. I put them in a cage in the outdoor kitchen. But now we have this. It's perfect. It didn't take more than a few hours to make. We had it. We made it out of, well, Luke made it out of the junk we had around. And we have a second coop. And of course with the heat everything has been struggling. I am watering every day now. I am soon going to switch to the night time. I should have already done it. And during the day everything looks so sad. I'm also going to take these and plant them outside because they always really suffer because they're still in the spot. I got these from a lovely lady last year or the year before, I think, and I just left them in the same pots. There's no way for the water to come out. I know it's not good, they can't grow or anything, but I've just had them in there thinking I'm just going to take them to the ruin, to our future home. But I might as well do this, and then I can take cuttings from them from here for there and have these grow and thrive down here. Makes more sense. I knew this was going to be hard to do. I feel like just breaking the pot and getting it out home. Okay. Different the roots are. They're so small compared to the ones I had over there, obviously. I think I'll try and, because now they're really pot bound. I think they'll survive no matter what I do to them, these plants. Let me split you in two. Do you remember about a month ago when Luke installed our new Watt-cycle batteries?
I'm loving this this screen, I tell you. Really sweet setup, eh guys?
Well, since then we have been living with them every single day, and I thought it was about time I gave you a little bit of an update. Before we start, I should probably point out that this is the Sarah version. So if you're hoping for a deep dive into volts, amps and all the electrical mumbo jumbo.
Apart from this awesome LED touchscreen, the thing that also sets it apart has 3 separate communication.
I will leave the link of the first video where Luke installed it in the description. So instead I thought I'd tackle a much simpler question. What is it actually like living with these batteries after 1 month? They have just quietly become part of everyday life. Which, when you think about it, is probably the best compliment I can give them. I said you are quiet. I think when people hear that we live off grid, they think we're roughing it all the time. But the reality is we still have everything we need to make it feel like home. We just have to produce our own electricity to enjoy them. So these batteries help us out first thing in the morning when Luke is making his coffee or making ice to make a delicious frappe. They're there when I'm editing our latest video late into the night. They keep the fridge running so our food stays fresh. They power our lights when the sun goes down. And every time I'm outside watering the garden, they're helping over there too. Because living off grid, even our water pump relies on electricity. It's only when you really stop and think about it you realize just how much of your day depends on something quietly working in the background. And honestly, that is exactly what these have done. Like 92%. 92%. Now, this is about the limit of my technical knowledge when it comes to these batteries. I still couldn't tell you what every number here means. That is Luke's area of expertise. What I do know is I just come in, press this beautiful screen, see that everything is looking healthy, and go about my day. When you're living off-grid, your battery is right at the heart of everything. So having the confidence that it's just getting on with the job means there's one less thing to worry about. And believe me, when you're building a house, growing food, filming videos, and trying to stay on top of everyday things, one less thing to worry about is more than welcome. And if some of you were wondering whether after a month we would still recommend these batteries, yes, of course we would. Not because they've done something spectacular, but because they have simply done exactly what we have asked them to do day after day. I think the best off-grid technology isn't the technology that demands your attention. It is the technology that quietly gives you the freedom to get on with your life. So a huge thank you to WattCycle. First, for supporting our channel, but also for giving us the chance to test out these batteries in a real off-grid life setting. And if you'd like to find out a little bit more about them, I have left all the links in the description below.
Okay, wasp nest. Get out of here, come on. Go away, it's long gone, your home. Okay, joining my wall to the old wall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Please don't fall. That's the one. Nice, solid. Right, now that big stone is going to be a problem. I should have done it first. Look what a nice stone. I think that is awesome. Beauty. So we said 27 to 28. Five, 25. Awesome. Okay. Good rinse. It is ready to receive the big stone. The wasps are ready too. They just don't give up. Just put it here. And lift. And again. Go away, wasp. Oh. Too easy. Lol, how good it landed. It's good when it goes well. Lol, perfect it fits. That's really good. I'm really happy with the tie-in to the old wall here. Like those two big blocks, nice and solid. Good start. Good start to the joining. Now from tomorrow, I'll start working back from this height. To put the strings up, the lines, which is nice, always nice. Progress. Right.
The garden is not as finished as I'd like it to be, but this is the last of the cork. Oh well, I have to go and look for some more, but I have to find a place with a lot and somewhere where Linda can go, preferably. The last of the cork with the last of my energy in the sun.
The extra. Alrighty. Nice flat surface. We can put on, hopefully put a big stone here now. Boom.
Perfect. Done.
Ready for today. I'll do this in a second. Muito bom. line is raised. 20 centimeters.
I just realized they don't have anywhere to have a dust bath. And I found these two old drawers that we're going to throw away, and I think I'll just put some soil in here. I wish I thought of this before you moved in. It's been a lot easier. There's another one here. Okay, that's for you, special. To do some nice dust baths.
Ready for the next batch of stones. Because if I don't clear up in between so many loads, I'll end up filling the floor up to the top. But it's pretty sweet. We're not going to have to break any more tiles, because if we keep with the system where I bring big stones and then shape them here with the jackhammer, I'm going to have a lot of this granite dust and little stones, which is perfect to fill in the last bit that we need to fill in, so the whole house will be one level. The only place left is this place here, this room. The main room has a bit to take out, so if we don't have enough to fill it with what I chip away, we can take from there. Now I'll ask Sarah if she wants to break these tiles that she already got here or take them back. Up to her. She got them here, so she can decide. Right, let's unload these stones and get another few batches today. Some beauties, mostly already shaped today. Medium sized. Medium we went for today. Today we went for a medium size, medium to small. Minimum 30, I would say, centimeters. But some of them broke. Alright, let's go get another few loads.
Okay, I can help you finish it. Right. Alright. Kappa, you want to help you? Kappa. You can't finish this? Okay, you're ready.
Okay, that should be good for a day or two. Should be able to do maybe 3 meters by half meter thick, obviously. 3 meters by 40, which would bring us to there. And then another batch to the corner, I reckon. Whew. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 trips. 5 trips more and I'll get to the corner. It's been looking pretty awesome, eh? How high the wall is here. Loving it. It's looking really nice. I really like it. Right, have to go get some lime and cement now. Always topping up, eh? Pretty low on water as well, but I think I'll tell Sarah to help me tomorrow. I have to find a better system to do it on my own, so I don't have to say telling Sarah to come and help me fill the water. Or maybe I'll buy a bigger tank. Maybe I'll get an IBC, because that's what? A couple of 100 litres, I think, that barrel, that blue barrel. An IBC would be much better.
Molly, can you pass me the other bucket, please? Okay, you're a little bit in the way, as usual. They really got nice and wet when I poured them from that hole. Let's see. Oh, I can still smell the wax. It smells really nice. Even though the sun's going down and there's a nice breeze, it's still really hot today. Okay, that was good. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And now we can continue on Molly's walk. Molly, do you want to keep walking? Do you want to go walking? It's proper. Molly wants to go back to the river. Okay then. We are on our river and the boulders are amazing. I mean, we can only come here when the river isn't totally full, but it's just so beautiful. Hey Molly, you like watching it? Look at that. Our river has its beauty in winter when it's gushing and full, but also in summer when it's almost empty. And we can walk over the boulders and see new places. It's so beautiful here. This week reminded us of something that's easy to forget. Living off-grid isn't about fighting nature, it's about learning to live with it. The seasons really do decide what gets done and when. In winter, the rain slows us down and sometimes even the excessive cold in the morning. And in summer, the heat tells us when it's time to stop. You learn to work with the weather, not against it. Some days are for building and doing all the heavy work around the farm. Some days are for doing the basics, taking care of the animals and watering the garden. And some days are simply about finding a bit of shade or sticking yourself in front of the AC and waiting for the sun to ease off. That is all part of this life, and honestly, I love it. I love everything that comes with living this way, in nature, with nature. Before we go, I would like to say a huge thank you to WattCycle. Upgrading our battery system has made such a huge difference, so if you are looking to do the same thing, I have left you the links in the description below. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us, and we'll see you in the next one.